well, in very early in my AIMS career, a client was losing money but didn't know why or how. And I did an exercise with him which identified where all his costs were and how he wasn't recovering his costs when he priced up a contract to a potential new client. And he'd won the contract, but he was losing money. But I went in and said, well, you've not identified these overheads as part of your cost base. So if you continue to go ahead at this price, you're going to continue to lose money. So you need to have a hard and fast conversation with your client and say, this is the situation and this is what I'm in. Otherwise, there's no point continuing to do the contract. So my client, armed with the information I gave him, went back, not necessarily with his cap in hand, but very close to it, said, look, this is the situation I'm in. I can't afford to continue with this unless I now revise the price structure. And this is what I propose. Is that something we can do? And after about 4 or 5 days, the client came back and said, yes, that's fine. We like the service you provide. We want you to make money as well as us. We have to go ahead on that basis. The decision-making process is a lot slicker, a lot quicker, and the advice and discussions that I have with my clients is acted upon very quickly, and you can see the results. I like that immediate sort of feedback to it, as opposed to where a lot of my career was based in the big corporate world, and from making decisions to making actions was a very elongated process and quite dispiriting at times. With AIMS, it's a lot more instant, the feedback's a lot more instant, and you can see the fruits of your labour a lot more instantly as well. By identifying areas of strengths, areas of weakness, and focusing, learning from the strengths and applying them to the weaknesses. From a financial point of view, it's all about making money. Now, there are some decisions which aren't necessarily on the face of it financial, but ultimately they're all about making money. That's what we're in business for. And to be able to provide opportunities for clients to see, well, this is where you're doing well, this is where you're not doing so well. Are there any learnings here we can pass from one area of the business to the other, or identify this area which is a weakness and what we can do to turn it around? It's a bit, I think it's a strong business qualification. I think it's just a stronger business qualification is out there, and the ability to help businesses reach their potential. I enjoy dramatically, very well, dramatically. I enjoy very much. I wanted to benefit from the hours and the time I was putting in. I wanted to get the rewards for the effort I was putting in. I wanted to take control of my own career. I knew what I was good at and I knew what I wasn't good at. AIMS gave me the opportunity to thrive and focus on the things I'm good at, but also providing infrastructure for the things I'm not good at. I'd never sold before. I wouldn't know how to run an IT system. I didn't know how to market. All these sort of things are not natural to an accountant, but the structure that AIMS gave me enabled me to build on that base and take my own unique take on things into the marketplace. When I need a response, it's usually pretty quick. The support is there. I think sometimes some of the things that we do, I don't particularly enjoy doing, but I understand why we're doing them, and AIMS always lets us know why we're doing that. The obvious example is anti-money laundering and all the procedures we have to go through. Not particularly pleasurable, something you enjoy, but if you understand why you're doing it, then you're happy to do it. Again, that wouldn't be something, if I was working on my own, I would have known about or necessarily have the discipline for, but AIMS providing that discipline as well, because it's for my greater good as well. And I think that structure helps me.